Jai Srimannarayana. Namaste. Welcome to Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam, meditation, affirmation and story track. Let us listen to his names from the 9th Slokam. The link to the wellness track of the Slokam 9 is provided in the description of this video. Please sit comfortably and relax to feel connected. eeshvaraya namaha. Vikramine namaha. Dhanvi namaha. mEdhAvine namaha. Vikramaya namaha. Om kramaya namaha. Om anuttamO namaha. Om durAdharshaha namaha. Om krutagnyah namaha. Om krutagnyah namaha. Om atmavate namaha. eeshvarO vikrami dhanvi mEdhAvi vikramah kramaha anuttamO durAdharshaha krutagnyah krutirAtmavAn. Please continue to stay in the meditative state. as we transition into the affirmations for Slokam 9. May I practice so much in silence that when I am in a noisy environment, my practice still holds good. May I always take to completion what I start. May I be grateful to all the tools and techniques that I have and the support that I get that helps me in challenging situations. May I feel expansive as I breathe in, and may I let go and create space as I breathe out. May I use my mind wisely to travel in time. May I visualize my magnificent self often. May I always acknowledge the superiority of a higher conscious being with gratitude. May I respond gracefully when something shakes me to the core. May I feel gratitude for even the smallest of the things that has shaped me. May I know that what I give comes back to me multifold. May I feel the connection between my core self, my mind, my emotions, and my body. We have completed 85 names so far and 9 slokams. The story that we are going to share today is based on the name krutagnyah, the one who is grateful for even the smallest offering given by the earthly beings. Gratitude is one of the most powerful practices in healing. And if Krishna himself has set such high standard for gratitude, I think it's a great inspiration for all of us to practice gratitude at each and every moment of our days, even when it feels like it's impossible to practice. Let's remember the story of how Krishna feels such gratitude for his friend Sudama, and then let it inspire us to feel that gratitude.
As the pious Brahmana Sudama sat in front of his deity performing his daily prayers, his wife Sushila looked at him, wondering if she would ever be able to serve him well. Sudama was Lord Krishna's childhood friend. They had spent their Gurukulam in the ashram of their Guru Sandipani in Ujjain. After graduating, the boys had parted ways. Krishna was now the ruler of Dwaraka, and Sudama, having dedicated his life to the service of the Lord, had given up all materialistic pleasures. He was now a poor Brahmana living in a small hut with almost nothing to survive on. Most most of the days, Sudama and Sushila settled for the food they received from begging in the neighborhood, and on other days they went hungry. Sudama had proudly mentioned about his friendship with Krishna many times to Sushila. Sushila had always wondered if Krishna would come and rescue them from their poverty. She was pained to see Sudama's plight and suggested that he visit his old friend Krishna. Sudama was hesitant at first, but the thought of meeting his good friend after all these years made him cheerful and happy. He asked Sushila if she had anything at home that he could gift to his dear friend. However, they had nothing at home. Sushila went to the neighbors and asked them for some poha to gift to the Lord of Dwaraka. 4 neighbors each gave her a handful of poha. Sushila tore a piece of cloth from her sari and made a bag to hold the poha that she borrowed from her generous neighbors. Sudama happily carried the bag and set off to see his dear friend. Meanwhile, in Dwaraka, Lord Krishna and Rukmini were resting in Rukmini's palace. When Krishna heard that his old friend Sudama was at the door, he ran and embraced him with tears of joy. Much to the astonishment of the attendants in the palace, Krishna and Rukmini performed Pada Puja and Arati and welcomed this guest in torn and tattered clothing with precious gifts and riches. Krishna then seated Sudama on his couch and held his hands, and they reminisced their wonderful days in Gurukulam. Rukmini, the incarnation of the goddess of wealth, Mahalakshmi herself, performed the service of fanning their humble guest. As they were chatting away, Krishna noticed that Sudama was hiding a small bag under his clothing. Curiously, he asked, "Sudama, is that a gift for me?" Sudama had given up the idea of giving the poha to Krishna as soon as he had entered the palace. He was ashamed of the meager gift that he had brought to his friend who was living with riches all around. Krishna, however, was determined to accept the gift. With a cheeky smile, he reached out to Sudama's side and grabbed the bag with the poha. He opened it and was delighted. Saying that he loved poha, he took a handful and put it into his mouth. As he was about to take another handful of poha, Rukmini stopped him, saying that he had had enough. Sudama's heart was filled with joy, having met his old friend and knowing that his rich friend was still as dear to him as he was when they were young. Returning home the next day, with a heart full of love and contentment from meeting Krishna and Rukmini, Sudama wondered when he would be able to see Krishna again. Lost in his thoughts, he reached his home, but lo, where was his hut? He found himself in front of a big palace where his hut originally stood. Wondering if he had lost his way or if he was dreaming, he rubbed his eyes and saw his wife Sushila standing in front of him, clad in fine clothes, welcoming him home. Sudama was confused and shocked. But soon he realized what had happened and why Rukmini had stopped Krishna from taking another handful of poha. It took just a handful of poha for Lord Krishna to transform Sudama's life from rags to riches. Krutagnyah means one who is grateful for even the smallest offering given by the earthly beings. Krishna, who is the Lord of everything in this world, was so happy to receive Sudama's little gift with great affection that in return he gave him all the riches that he deserved without even being asked. Hence, he is known as krutagnyah. Om krutagnyaya namaha. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.